We're taught that achieving happiness means striving relentlessly, whether for money, success, or the perfect relationship. But this approach, rooted in control and attachment, often brings frustration and dissatisfaction instead. Jung challenges this mindset with profound insights. What if the secret to fulfillment lies in letting go? In this video, we'll explore his transformative ideas on surrender, the paradox of desire, and how relinquishing control opens the door to abundance. At the heart of our dissatisfaction lies attachment. Jung saw this as a psychological trap created by the ego, which identifies with external achievements and possessions to define itself. He wrote, "Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. Yet when our ego dominates, it creates a constant tension between our inner self and external desires. For instance, striving to earn a specific amount of money may initially motivate us, but it also creates a mindset of scarcity. We begin to believe that happiness exists in the future, tied to achieving that goal. Ironically, this striving often distances us from the very contentment we're seeking. Desires not rooted in our deeper self, what Jung called the self, can feel like an emotional debt. Every time we hinge our happiness on external conditions, we become enslaved by the fear of loss or failure. This constant tension drains us, leaving little room for joy or spontaneity." Jung believed that these attachments form part of the shadow, the unconscious part of the psyche that contains repressed fears, desires, and insecurities. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health, he argued. But clinging to external desires turns difficulties into burdens rather than opportunities for growth. Letting go of rigid desires doesn't mean abandoning ambition. It means shifting from ego-driven goals to soul-aligned values. Jung emphasized that individuation, the process of becoming our true self, requires discernment. He wrote, "Your vision will become clear only when you look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes." This principle aligns closely with the philosophy of minimalism. By reducing unnecessary desires, we free ourselves from the chains of want. Imagine the relief of living a life where joy isn't contingent on ticking off achievements. Letting go of more often reveals that we already have enough. The ego is insatiable. It always demands more, whether it's wealth, recognition, or approval. Jung recognized this tendency as a source of inner fragmentation. He explained, "The bigger the crowd, the more negligible the individual becomes." In our modern world, the ego's chase often mirrors societal pressures. Social media fuels this by showcasing curated perfection, convincing us that our lives must match unrealistic ideals. But this constant striving not only exhausts us, it also masks our deeper truths. The more we chase, the more disconnected we become from the natural flow of life. Letting go is a radical act of trust in ourselves and the universe. When our happiness depends on specific outcomes, whether it's a job, a partner, or an ideal lifestyle, it becomes fragile. Jung's work reveals that this fragility stems from the ego's inability to embrace impermanence. He compared life to a river, constantly flowing and ever-changing. Trying to stop the flow only creates turbulence. "The ocean is vast because it rejects nothing," Jung wrote. "True contentment comes not from controlling life's outcomes, but from allowing its natural rhythm to guide us." One of Jung's key insights is that perfection is an illusion. The ego constructs idealized visions of life, but these are inherently unattainable. When reality doesn't align with our expectations, we feel disillusioned and defeated. He argued that true fulfillment comes from wholeness, not perfection. Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration, he said. Accepting imperfection allows us to experience life as it is, not as we wish it to be. How do we define enough? Jung believed that this question lies at the core of our inner conflict. The unconscious mind constantly shifts our perception of satisfaction, tricking us into believing that we need more to feel complete. By letting go of the need to define enough, we discover a profound truth. Abundance isn't about accumulation, it's about alignment. When we live in harmony with our true self, even the simplest pleasures can feel abundant. The ocean, a recurring symbol in Jung's work, teaches us about abundance. It is vast, fluid, and adaptable. Its power comes not from rigidity, but from its ability to flow freely. Similarly, when we let go of rigid expectations, we align ourselves with life's natural abundance. This shift in mindset doesn't just bring peace, it attracts opportunities and experiences that resonate with our deeper purpose. When we stop clinging, we make room for what truly belongs to us. Jung's philosophy resonates with ancient wisdom, such as Epicurus's distinction between necessary and unnecessary desires. Both thinkers emphasize the importance of simplicity and moderation. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol, morphine, or idealism, Jung observed. The key is balance, embracing desires that nourish the soul while releasing those that drain us. Gratitude transforms our perspective from lack to abundance. Jung noted that the unconscious mind responds deeply to gratitude, reinforcing positive emotions and fostering contentment. He explained, "Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness." Gratitude doesn't eliminate challenges, but it reframes them, allowing us to see difficulties as part of life's rich tapestry. When we practice gratitude, we shift from striving to appreciating. This simple act creates a powerful ripple effect, attracting even more to be grateful for. Letting go is not an act of surrender, it's a path to freedom. By releasing the illusion of control, we align with life's natural flow and open ourselves to its endless possibilities. As Jung wisely said, we cannot change anything unless we accept it. When you let go, you don't lose, you gain. You gain clarity, peace, and the opportunity to live in harmony with your true self. If this video inspired you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What's one thing you've let go of, and how has it changed your life?